Alright, I know you've seen this formula before, or you simply forgot what this formula is for. So the formula you're looking on the screen is the formula for a cylinder. And now, let's talk about each variable. So the letter R represents the radius of the base. The letter H represents height, and pi is approximately 3.14. Now that you know the formula, let's work on an example. Let's find the volume of a cylinder that has a height of 5 centimeters and a radius of 3 centimeters. So now try to try to memorize the formula of a cylinder. Do you know it by memorization? Do you? Well, the formula is pi r squared times height. Now, we were given the height and we were given the radius, so we can go ahead and we can write them in their respective positions. Now, I like to use approximately pi 3.14. Why? You should remember, don't forget that pi is 3.14. Why? Because in some situations you will not be allowed to use a calculator. So the best thing to do is to remember that pi is equal to 3.14. Now, let's substitute the respective variables. So the radius is 3 centimeters squared and 5 and height is 5 centimeters. Now, let's work on with the radius because we need to multiply 3 centimeters by itself 2 times. So that will give you 3.14. We keep the same pi, but the radius now is 9 square centimeters. Now, the best thing to do next is to multiply 9 centimeters square times 5 centimeters. It's the best thing to do next because if you multiply 9 times 5, that will give you 45. And if you multiply centimeters squared times centimeters, because you're multiplying the same unit, you need to only add the exponents. So the 5 centimeter, that centimeter has an exponent of 1. So that's why you have 45 cubic centimeters. Now I already worked the answer for 3.14 times 45 on another piece of paper, but you should solve it. You should multiply 3.14 times 45. 3.14 times 45, so that is approximately 141.3 cubic centimeters. Or because in most cases you will not be allowed to use a calculator, so you can leave your answer as 45 pi cubic centimeters. Either or of these answers should be given correct. Now try this example by yourself. Find the volume of a cylinder. We have 12 meters and 10 meters. First thing you should know is the formula. The volume of a cylinder is pi radius squared times height. Now, what is radius? You have to be careful because what you are seeing on the screen is 10 meters, but that is not the radius, that is the diameter. And in the formula of a cylinder, we need to find what the radius is. So 10 divided by 2 will give you 5 meters. Now we know what the radius is. The radius is 5 meters. So let's go ahead and let's substitute that in with the variable radius, the letter R. Now we can simply go ahead and write pi 25 square meters times 12 meters. So if I multiply 25 by 12, that will give me 300. And if I multiply meters squared times meter, remember we add the exponents, 2 plus 1 will give me 3. That's why you will have 300 cubic meters. Now we need to multiply that with pi. And what is pi? Pi is approximately 3.14. Now notice my equal sign. It shouldn't be like that. I did it purposely just to remind you that if you have that equal sign, it shouldn't be like that. It should be curled, two curl bars to indicate approximately. Now, on a side piece of paper, you can multiply 3.14 times 300, and that will give you approximately 942 cubic meters. Or again, if you are not allowed to use a calculator, you could either use 3.5 or simply write your answer as 300 pi cubic meters. Thank you for watching, and this is how you find the volume of a cylinder.